Episode 2. Ghosts of Mars. Mars was supposed to be empty, a dead world of dust and stone, a reminder of what Earth might one day become. For centuries, it had been studied from afar, mapped, analyzed, and dismissed. When the war ended, humanity looked outward for the first time. Not in fear, not in desperation, but in search of understanding. The Sol Federation's first interplanetary mission was not a military operation. It was a question. What else was waiting for us in the dark? Earth was still healing. Cities rebuilt slowly, skies cleared. Nations that once stood opposed now shared the same fragile future. The war had ended, but its echoes remained. Alien technology recovered from the invaders was repurposed cautiously, not trusted, not fully understood, but useful. Humanity had survived by learning to adapt. Now it would learn to observe. The mission to Mars carried no weapons meant for conquest. Only instruments, scientists, engineers, explorers. For the first time in history, humanity left Earth together, as one species. The journey was silent. Mars grew larger in the viewport, red, scarred, unmoving. A planet long believed to be lifeless. The first human landing was uneventful. No resistance, no revelation, just dust beneath boots that had never touched another world. But silence can deceive. Deep beneath the Martian surface, something was wrong. Sensors detected heat where none should exist. Faint, localized, impossible. Mars was cold. It had been cold for billions of years, and yet something below was warm. Excavation began slowly, carefully. Layer after layer of ancient soil was removed, until shapes emerged, straight lines, smooth angles, geometry untouched by erosion. Mars had not been empty. It had been altered. The structure was not a ruin. It was an outpost, sealed beneath the surface, preserved, waiting. Its materials did not match the technology recovered from the invaders. The construction was older, more refined, built with a precision humanity had not seen before. Whatever species had built this place was not the one humanity had fought. Inside, faint power still flowed, barely. As if the facility had been placed into dormancy rather than abandoned, records were fragmented, languages undecipherable. But the purpose became clear. This outpost was never meant to exist on Mars as it is now. It had been constructed for a different world, a warmer world, a living one. Mars had once been Earth-like, oceans, atmosphere, life. And then it was changed, not destroyed, reshaped. The technology found within the outpost was capable of terraforming on a planetary scale, but not to nurture life, to redefine it. Mars had not died naturally. It had been engineered into something else. The realization spread quietly through the expedition. The alien invaders who attacked Earth had wielded advanced technology. But this was mastery, which meant the war humanity had survived was not the beginning. It was an echo. Mars was not a victim of the invaders. It was a project of something far older, far more patient. Mars was not a failure. It was a prototype. As the findings were transmitted back to Earth, celebration gave way to unease. Because if Mars had been reshaped, then Earth had been studied, measured, judged, and if Earth still lived, it was not because it had been overlooked. It was because it had not yet been chosen. Standing beneath alien stone older than human history, humanity faced a truth it could no longer ignore. The war that united Earth was not the first to touch the solar system, and it would not be the last. Mars was not a grave. It was a warning. This has been a Last Light Studios production. In the next episode, humanity learns of an oceanic race from another galaxy. A first contact that will change not only how we see the stars, but how we understand ourselves.